Welcome. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Heather, and I'd like to share with you a practice tonight to help you unwind and release any stress or tension. We're also going to work on opening and stretching the legs. And this is the theme for springtime. We work on opening the meridian lines. And the specific ones we work on for spring is the liver and the gallbladder. So we're going to start tonight in a reclined position, so a lying down position. You might want to have a pillow or two and also a blanket right beside you. As we start here tonight, we're going to slowly come down onto the back. And if you also prefer, you could always make a cushion for your back if you feel like you need to be a little bit lifted here. You can always lie on any support that you have handy. That always feels nice. I'm actually going to keep that there because it feels really good. And you also might want to use some cushions or blocks underneath those legs when you come into the reclined butterfly position. So just go ahead for the first few moments and get yourself set up. Make yourself comfortable in whatever position works best for you. We're just here to relax. To allow our bodies time to release any tension, any physical tension that we might be feeling. And we'll explore some posture to help open our body up. We're also taking time to release any emotions that are unprocessed. When we speak of working with the liver, the emotion associated with that is anger, irritability, frustration, impatience. So we work on restoring balance, energy flow to our body. And we work on all levels, physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically. Let's begin by taking some slow, deep breaths in and a more complete breath out. So inhale into your body. Fill up your lungs, pause and hold, and on your exhalation, completely breathe out. Longer exhalation, perhaps out through your mouth to help further cleanse and purify your whole body. Keep breathing slow and steady for about 3 more breaths. With each cycle of your breath, becoming more present, more connected to your whole body. With your next breath in, if you'd like to slowly reach your arms up over your head, And as you exhale, slowly release. Let's do that for 3 more breaths. At the end of this exhalation, just release that. Bring your hands down at your sides. Bring them on the outsides of your legs, your thighs, and slowly push your legs back together. You can bring your inner corners of your knees to touch with your feet a little bit wider apart. And bring your arms up towards the ceiling and then let them open out to the sides. Let's slowly lower the legs to the right side. And on the next breath in, come up to center and exhale them to the other side. And just continue to flow here with your breath, inhaling, centering, exhaling to one side. We'll do that for 2 more breaths. Inhaling to come back to center. Exhaling, release your arms. And I'm going to come off the support that's underneath my back. So I'm just going to remove it. If you have any support underneath your back, you might want to do the same for the next pose, just so that you're coming flat onto your back. Feel your shoulder blades underneath, just sinking down a little bit deeper. Keep your knees bent with your feet on the floor, and let's slowly bring the left knee in towards the chest. We'll do a few ankle rolls on this side. Opposite direction. Also, slide your hands behind your upper leg on your hamstrings and just circle around through your lower leg a few times. And opposite direction. This is a rotation for the knee joint. And then we'll slowly circle right from the hip. So you're moving your entire leg around. And opposite direction. Now we'll slide the outer ankle of the left leg onto the right thigh. Take your left hand and gently push against the inner left leg, creating a little more space in your hip. And whenever you feel ready to, you can slowly bring your legs a little closer in towards your chest. There's a few different ways you can hold this pose. You could place blocks if you had underneath your foot. You could use a belt strapped behind your right leg, or you can slide your hands there and connect them behind your right leg. We're going to hold this pose for a couple minutes at least. So start off nice and gentle, comfortable. You're feeling a slight resistance of your body, but no real tightness or tension. Just start off nice and gentle. Connecting back to your breathing. Slow it down. Lengthen your exhalations, which really helps your body to let go. If you'd like, you can gently rock your head from side to side here. You can also try lifting your right leg straight up in the air. And when it gets more comfortable in this position, you could also try sliding your hands to the front of your right shin. And then we'll slowly begin to release the side as you let go through your right foot, release it right down. Let's lift the left leg straight up in the air. And you can point your toes up. And then bring your toes down, lift your heel. A little bit of movement here, keeping your leg straight and rolling again from the hip. In opposite direction. And we'll come back to center. Just squeeze that knee right in towards your chest. On the right side, you can extend out through your right leg if you'd like to deepen the stretch on that side too. And then slowly bend your right knee again, right on foot on the floor to begin, but then let your right leg open out to the right side like a half butterfly position. And with this left foot, see if you can reach up to grab hold of your foot or your ankle or around your mid lower leg there. Keep your knee in towards your chest and just lift your foot up towards the ceiling. Half happy baby pose. And then we'll slowly bring that foot in and down. And just see if you can grab hold of the knee and the foot for a moment and just rock that leg out from side to side. And straighten the right leg again. And then release the left leg. You might reach it up and slowly extend it all the way down. Just let go through both legs for a moment. Let go through your feet. Feel the energy flowing through your legs from side to side. And slowly bring your feet back to the floor, knees bent. Bring your right leg, knee in towards your chest. Circle with your right foot and ankle now. Some joint rotations to lubricate, to loosen up your joints. Let's move the hands behind the leg and circle the lower leg around for the knee rotation. Opposite direction. And then right through the hip. So circle the entire leg, keeping your knee bent. And opposite direction. And we'll slowly bring the the right ankle, outer ankle to the left thigh. You can gently press on your right inner leg here. Just make sure your ankle's not bent or twisted. On the right side there. Flex your foot a little. Bring your toes in towards your knee. When you're ready, you can start to move into this pose however you'd like. You can use the blocks, you can use the belt, or wrap your hands behind your hamstrings there. Again, breathing here and gently rocking your head from side to side. Also try lifting your left leg up. Lift through your left toes there. And then drop your toes and lift your heel. Breathing slowly and deeply. Observing all sensations in your body. And we'll slowly begin to lower the left foot down and straighten the right leg up. flex and point here. Point your toes. And then bring your toes down, lift your heel. And then a nice gentle circle, keeping your leg extended up, circling from your hip. Opposite direction. Let's bring that knee back in towards your chest and straighten out through your left leg for a moment. Bring your left toes in and extend out through your heel. And then slowly bend your left knee again, this time half butterfly on the left side. So let your knee drop out to the side. You can slowly lift your right foot up and grab hold of wherever it's comfortable. You can also use a belt here. Half happy baby. Slowly bring your foot back down, at least that, or you can actually cradle your leg in your right hand, left hand, right hand to the knee, left hand to your right foot, and just rock a little from side to side. And releasing out through both legs. I'm going to stretch the arms over the head. Come into a whole body stretch and then slowly slide your legs towards the right side of your mat and cross your right ankle over your left. Reach your arms over to the right side of your mat as well for banana pose. Just grab hold of your left arm wherever you'd like, just to gently extend it over. Feeling the stretch through the side of your body on the left side here. And slowly come back to center with the arms and the legs. And then slide your feet to the other side and cross your left ankle over your right. Reach over to the left with both arms. You can grip with your right hand or left hand, grip somewhere on your right arm until you can feel a nice stretch on your right side. And slowly come back to center with your arms and your legs. And releasing. The pose will roll over onto the side. Position yourself up onto your hands and knees. We'll flow through the cat-cow pose a few times. On the exhale, lift your belly, arch your back, and inhale to slowly look forward. Continue to flow with your breath. Allowing your breath to initiate the movement through your whole spine. And for 3 more breaths. This time, as you inhale, come back to center. We'll lower down onto the elbows, wherever the hands were. And we'll keep the hips in line with the feet and slowly lower into the melting heart pose or puppy pose. A nice stretch for your arms and your back. Targeting your upper back and shoulders. Continuing to hold here for about 5 more breaths. On your next breath in, plant your elbows down. Lift your head up slowly and bring your head forward until you lower down gently onto your legs and your belly. Landing comfortably in the Sphinx. Elbows underneath your shoulders, unless it feels a bit better to bring them out in front of your shoulders a little bit more. And then we'll slowly slide the hands underneath the shoulders and push down to lift off the belly. And the next pose will be child's pose. So you can take the child's pose however you'd like. If you'd like to widen your knees apart and bring your big toes to touch. If you'd like to use support underneath your upper body and slide some pillows or rolled blanket or some soft blocks underneath. Breathing into your back. You can begin sliding your hands underneath again. And just slide any support underneath away for a moment. We'll bring the knees back to center. Then with the next exhalation, slide your right arm over to the left, coming into a bit of a twist. Thread the needle. And then pressing down to come back to center. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhalation, slide your left arm out to the right side. Come down onto your shoulder and side of the head. For a gentle twist through your back. Slowly press into your right hand. Come back to center. Inhaling to look forward. Exhaling, arch your back. Belly in. Inhaling to release, look forward. Slide your hands forward. And we'll begin to slide the right knee forward. And try the pigeon pose. We did the reclined version of it. And now we're just going to try the reclined or the more traditional version of pigeon for a little bit here. If you have any prop you want to slide underneath your right hip, go ahead and do that. You can stay lifted in your upper body so your arms are supporting you. You can also come down a little bit further down towards the floor using support. In yin, this is referred to as the swan or sleeping swan. We'll hold here for a few more breaths, just to make sure that your knee is comfortable. There's no pain or tension in it. If you find this pose very uncomfortable, you can always go back to the reclined version. And when you're ready, slide your hands underneath again, underneath the shoulders. Come up, push, and lift through both hips. Slide your right foot back, a little bit of a movement from side to side in your hips. Maybe a bit of a rotation too. And slide your hands forward, and we'll begin to slide the left knee forward. Bring the left foot over to the right. Slide back onto your right leg, bringing the hips down into a comfortable position. Feel free to support the outer left hip. Stay upright. And when you're ready, you can slowly come down onto your support or onto the floor. And we'll begin to slide the hands back underneath the shoulders again. Push it into the hands, lift your left leg a little bit just to slide it back. And again, rock out through your hips. We can move back and forth into cat-cow a few times. And then we're going to go ahead and get ourselves set up at the wall. If you can go find a spot at the wall, that'd be great. You can have your support here. Again, right beside you. For legs up. So for legs up the wall, we're going to position ourselves first at the wall. So I'm coming onto my side. I'm sliding my hips as close as I can get, and then rolling onto the back. It takes a little bit of maneuvering around to find that spot where you feel that your upper body is nice and straight and balanced. And I'm going to use the blocks actually today. So you might find that this position is a lot. It brings your body into a really nice alignment, but for some, just might feel like a little bit too much of a stretch. You can always put something underneath your hips. That's a nice variation. And just feel the change in energy flow through your legs and your feet. This is really helping to restore energy and renew, revitalize your legs and feet. It's the perfect thing to do at the end of the day. It helps to relieve any tired, achy feelings in your legs and your feet. So get comfortable here. I'm going to cover my eyes tonight too. We're going to keep our legs up the wall here for at least about 5 or so minutes. You decide though what feels right for you. I'm going to offer a few variations and you can take them whenever you're ready to. We're going to do a wide-legged position. So you're sliding your feet apart and your legs come into a wide pose until you can feel the opening through your inner thighs. If it's more supportive, you can take your hands and place them underneath the thighs. We'll hold here for a few more breaths. And then with your hands, you can push your legs back up the wall, resting them there. And then slowly bring your knees in towards your chest and then widen your knees apart. Butterfly pose up the wall. Slowly bring your hands to the outsides of your knees and push them back together, knees to chest. Stretch your legs up the wall. But of course, you can move at your own pace. And if you want to stay lying down, if you want to do any other postures, feel free to continue that way. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. We'll see you again. Namaste.